Welcome. Great to be back in Melbourne, the world leader in the number of people around whom you shouldn't make a sudden move. And away we go, the opening bounce. Effective hit out there. Hooley with the football. Pressure didn't faze him. Kicks as cool as the other side of the pillar. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. That was the peg. Good start by Richmond. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Big thump from Grundy. Martin onto the ball. Lambert with an easy mark. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. Reload puts it on the boot. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. He kicks it gun barrel straight. That's 2 in a row for the Tigers. The Magpies not doing so well at this stage.
Hampson can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league.
He picks it up. Gets boot to leather. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Martin ran to meet the ball and took the mark superbly.
Richmond have been dominant in the air and they're marking everything. The Magpies need to stop trying to outmark the Tigers and just get a fist into the contest. The ball is tapped. Rewalt kicks it. Caddy by hand. An open goal all to himself.
Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Methodically, the umpire bounces it beautifully. Gets a handball away towards the man on the run. Miles controls it. Sends the Sharon on its way. And the mark will be paid. Grundy slams it on the boot. Taken by Rioli. Puts boot to ball. Steady hands there as he holds that one.
Loston is a decent mark, although he really needs to work on his marking contest because he just isn't making an impression there.
All is in readiness. Methodically, the umpire bounces it beautifully. Clean tap out of the ruck. Puts boot to ball. Kicks it across the ground. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well.
Hunt has been a solid contributor for this team. His coach will know what to expect from him week to week, which really helps when structuring the team. He kicks the ball. Caddy marks the ball.
He's done a Lady Gaga. He kept everyone guessing. It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. He gets another possession. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. 40 metres from home. Oxley gets the hand pass. Lambert, a good crummer, kicks it. He has no trouble grabbing that one. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. There's a vast chasm between him and the goals ahead. Richo, what are your thoughts on the opening turn? The first break is finished and play is set to commence.
Never give up, never give in. And when the upper hand is yours, you may have the ability to win with the dignity that you absorbed the loss.
Reload runs in. Close call, but it's just made it for a score. Reload puts them further in front. Umpire bounces the ball. Nankervis totally outclassed in that contest. Pendlebury bumped. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. Gets it away in the nick of time. He puts some power into that kick. Floston gathers it. Nankervis gathers it. He's a ball magnet. Takes that one strongly. He plays on now. The loose ball picked up by Gruvall is in his possession. Approaching the goals now. The Tigers by 6 goals. Here we go. Punched by Grundy. Takes possession. Pendlebury kicks it out of the congestion. Grimes looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one.
Richmond are gaining a lot of the advantage through some smart kicks and even better marks inside their forward 50. Good mark. Lining it up with the goal now. Lloyd slams the ball to his boot. He gathers up the intercepted ball. Oxley has the ball. Grundy dishes it off to the running man.
Chips it down towards half forward. Takes that one strongly. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So they tell him 45 metres out. An easy angle for Closton. Goal for Gruvall. This lead getting bigger now. The bounce, laser straight. Punch by Grundy. The ball in the hands of Pendlebury. A big run to take that back.
McIntosh is quite clean, picking up the ball on the half volley. He kicks the ball. Miles with a point.
It's not the score he was looking for. Not much on offer for White. What a great goal by Cleveland. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Pendlebury with the running catch. And the mark will be paid. Works it across the ground. Marriage marks on the run. A nothing kick. Lambert from behind.
Well, when the Tigers were able to mark the ball inside their forward 50 so easily, it's no wonder they're leading this match. The Magpies really need to turn up the pressure.
Umpire not hesitating to call the ball up right there. Moore with the hit. Guided down nicely by Doxley. A clean pickup. With no time to spare, he gets the ball away. The ball being picked up before it makes its target. Nankervis sweeps on the loose ball and will have a change of possession. Howe gets the ball. With the ball now. Just in time with that kick. A great effort. Hampson getting into position for the kick. Hampson with a great kick. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. And that's the end of the term with the Tigers 55, Collingwood nothing.
Richmond are playing well, but
And here we go for the second half.
the best athletes in the world are those willing to push harder than anyone else and go through more pain than anyone else too.
Lloyd doesn't waste that opportunity. Goes short with a hand pass. Gives it to the running man. Hampson has his head down now. The Tigers fight 61. The ball has been bounced. Grundy gets the tap. He has the ball. Fails to dispose of it correctly. Marked by Reid.
Reid can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match. Oxley intercepts the bouncing ball. He heads into home.
Lloyd collects, lobs the handball. He can't believe his luck. He's got the goals to himself. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. White looking for a lead. Caddy just makes the goal line. All is in readiness. Grundy really gets onto this one. Kicks it. Nice mark there.
Grimes has got good knowledge of the game and you can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster. Lambert decides to play on.
The ball is picked up and kicked alive. Couldn't pull it off. We'll have a throw in. The umpire has released the ball. Good tap from Grundy. Marriage sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Marked by Hampson. Fantastic goal by Hampson. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Moore guides it, takes possession. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. Rams kicks it. Lloyd got under it. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. He grabs it on the run. Approaching the goals now. Reynolds hit the woodwork. He'll be disappointed with that effort.
Well, fortune favours the brave. It's time Collingwood stopped playing safe with their possession and took the game on. Hampson winds up. It's hit the post. Tough break.
He'll be disappointed with that effort.
Wells has got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster. Treloar onto the ball, tapped. He handballs it.
Rioli controls. The kick not making its intended target. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Get some power behind that one. He was never going to get that. Very quiet by his standards. Bumps the pigskin. Taken by Treloar. Lovely drop punt. Prestia gets the upper hand. That had some power behind it. Martin marks on the run. Jams it on the boot now. And the mark will be paid. Choose to kick it. The contest, no match for him. Richo, what do you think about that?
The Tigers fan.
Both teams look like they enjoyed the three-quarter time break as we enter this, the fourth term.
Even when you played the game of your life, it's the feeling of teamwork that you'll remember. You'll forget the marks, the tackles and the goals, but you'll never forget your teammates.
Boots it. Rance presents and takes the mark. Really butchered that kick, didn't he, Richard?
That was an absolute shocker. Well, the Tigers have managed to rack up a big number of marks. It's easy to see why they're leading this match. Nankervis marks it. He boots it. Lloyd takes the mark.
He steadies now in front of goal. 60 metres out. He's kicking on about a 30-degree angle, which could prove challenging. 35 metres out. Floston kicks for goal. Controlled by Langdon. The ball finds its way into the grateful clutches of the opposition. Jams it on the boot now. Close call, but it's just made it for a score. That's number 3. Floston, with that kick, has increased the lead.
Floston will want to try and wheel around onto his favoured foot, but he's still very capable on the other.
Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark, minus the peg. Blair wins the marking contest. Boots it. Marriage presents and takes the mark. Hits it across the ground. An easy grab for Lloyd. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop pass. Hampson ran to meet the ball and took the mark superbly. Probing kick inside the 50. A solid mark from Floston. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. 25 metres out. He really should have made more of that. I would have expected him to nail that. He has a few options. It shaved the post just so close. I would have expected him to nail that. Nice work from Rivo. This lead getting bigger now. The Rucks can't complain about that true bounce. Cleared by Grundy. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Prestiak laps up the misplaced footy. It's his. Over the top of the pack. Rioli wants to play on. It's been intercepted by the opposition. Picked up the ball. Lloyd kicking the ball free of the pack. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Martin gets a less than pretty drop putt away. The ball goes over the boundary in the pocket. Umpire throws the ball in. Definitely palmed to advantage. He controls the bouncing ball. Takes that one strongly. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. Hampson with a fairly straightforward shot for goal. Disappointing kick there. Gains possession. That's a very well executed goal. Half a dozen goals in this display. Stunning. Hampson making the lead bigger. Nothing. At the final siren.